Hello and welcome to F5 Infrastructure Automation with Ansible Learning Path. I am Shoaib Mohammad Shahpuri, a technical solutions architect with WWT's ATC Solutions Development Team. With over 8 years of experience at WWT, I specialize in application delivery, automation, network infrastructure, and data center solutions. Throughout this learning path, I will be your guide, leveraging my expertise in Ansible automation. I am excited to accompany you on this journey as we explore how to effectively automate F5 infrastructure using Ansible. Why learn Ansible? According to a recent survey, Ansible is one of the fastest growing configuration management tool and has overtaken Chef and Puppet as the leading configuration management tool used by organizations to manage their infrastructure. It's been widely adopted because of its simple and agentless architecture. Also, Ansible's learning curve is smooth and at the same time it's very powerful. Who is this learning path for? This learning path is targeted towards beginners to Ansible and configuration management. It is also suited for professionals who are experienced in other configuration management tools and now interested in exploring Ansible. It is also well suited for F5 administrators looking to automate F5 setup and configurations. And finally, since this learning path starts with basics and gradually builds up your knowledge, it is also suited if you already have Ansible background and now want to level up your skills. Prerequisites. Although there are no strict prerequisites to take this learning path, some familiarity with Linux operating system fundamentals and F5 devices will be helpful. You don't need to have any programming or automation experience. Learning objectives. So, what's the learning objective looks like? Well, let's take a look. This comprehensive learning path comprises of 7 hands-on labs, each designed to build your proficiency in Ansible automation. In Lab 1, we start with Ansible Engine Setup. Here, you will learn to create a Python virtual environment to isolate your work and install the required packages. You will then explore the Ansible Galaxy for necessary collections and finally install the collections and roles needed to automate F5 devices. In Lab 2, you will learn how to analyze Ansible inventory files and understand the various formats you can use to set up the Ansible inventory. In Lab 3, we will learn how to use Ansible ad hoc commands for a quick one-liner task. In Lab 4, we will start crafting our first Ansible playbook to back up F5 device configurations. In Lab 5, we will focus on making Ansible playbooks more flexible, reusable, and scalable by using variables, and explore the idempotency of Ansible. We will also learn how you can validate the Ansible syntax and do a dry run of the configuration using the check flag. In Lab 6, we will learn how to verify the current state of the system by using the assert module. We will verify if the Big IP virtual server and pool members are in the desired state to handle application traffic. You will also learn Ansible advanced concepts like loops, handlers, etc. Finally, in Lab 7, we explore how to enable the Big IP declarative interface, set up Big IP configurations using declarative ES3 payload and Jinja templates, and conclude with a bonus challenge to establish a high availability pair between the lab Big IP devices. The lab topology consists of 6 virtual machines and a netbox Docker container for IPAM functionality. When you click on the Launch Lab, you will be landing in the Ansible controller, which will also be the jump host for the labs. We will be executing all the commands throughout this learning path from the Ansible controller. As you can see, the lab consists of a pair of big IP devices providing load balancing functionality to the sample web application hosted in web servers. So, what are you waiting for? It's time for you to start learning Ansible. Enroll today to this learning path and dive into the hands-on exercises.